Oh my gosh, come on in, fellow pop culture aficionado.
Or our moms.
Hi, moms. Enjoy us on the couples couch. We saved you a seat.
We're Tanner and KB Cunningham, a married couple who dish out hilarious banter and spark interesting conversation.
From the wild world of reality TV and the furthest reaches of the internet, we're here to unpack it all. So grab a snack, settle in, and let's explore the fascinating intersectional world of pop culture. Hello, good morning from the couples couch.
Hi, welcome back to the couples couch. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. It's been a long time coming, but
here we are.
Here we are. Hi, everybody. We missed you.
Yeah, we have been gone, and it has been good because we have a lot to chat about.
We have so much to chat about. We've been gone. We've been busy, and we're back. We're back in our own home.
Yeah.
It's so nice. Okay, tell me your thoughts about, real quick, let's catch them up on just, getting back in here. How did it feel to walk into your own home on Thursday at 4:30 in the morning?
I was half asleep, but it was really great.
No, same.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be fun.
Right. No, it was good. You're right, though. Like, coming back home after being gone for so long, there is nothing like that feeling. Just, like, the peace that washed over me. I was like,
Oh, for real. And, Tanner and I are very much, homebody hermits together.
Right. We're very Cancer in that way.
Yeah, we love our shells. And I do. I heard somebody say this once, and I've never forgotten it. It's but people are always like, I want to go out. I want to do this. And he's like, I don't want to do that. I've spent so much time making my home a beautiful space. Yeah. I pour most of my money into it. Why don't I enjoy it? We usually like to spend time in things that we invest in.
Definitely.
So that's how I feel about it, and that's how I always justify it. But I am gonna make myself get out there. I have some things. We'll be out and about today, and also just get out there and see my friends more. I've kind of been in my little wintry shell, and yeah, being out in the heat was good for me. It made me more social.
Yeah, it was hot where we were.
Sweating through my clothes every day. I'd be like, Tanner. Actually, Tanner was he was. We got into a stupid little argument about it because I was just so sweaty all the time, and I was like, I smell.
Yeah, that was funny.
But yeah, that's what we've been up to. We saw so many people that we love, and yeah, we're so happy to be back home.
So happy to be back home. What else happened since we've been away?
Well, I mean, do you want me to start with the Biebers?
I think we have to. Breaking news.
Breaking news. The Biebers are having babies.
Yeah. Wow. I'm really excited for Justin and Hailey. They're going to be mamas and daddies.
Yes.
Hailey continues to wear this headscarf.
She's in her headscarf moment.
I have questions about that, but sure, congratulations.
Yeah, if she's going to be wearing that headscarf, I'm thinking they need a convertible, and I don't, I just don't know if the Biebers will really be riding in convertibles with their babies right away. First of all, just the exposure alone is, a problem.
Too much to bear.
But yeah, as somebody who used to drive a convertible all the time, so fun, not safe.
Wait, what do you think they'll have, a boy or a girl?
I don't know. Maybe they're having a baby.
I'm feeling boy. Yeah.
Yeah. That seems very accurate to me. Maybe they're having a baby boy. Also, we don't know how long they've been trying. We don't know anything about that. But my first conspiracy theory was all this Rain Bieber talk came out. They're like, we have to have a baby because Kourtney Kardashian's baby daddy is Justin Bieber. Yeah. Not factually, actually, too. No. All alleged.
All alleged.
All TikTok conspiracy.
But he looks so much like Justin.
But he does look like a little Wolf Bieber, okay? And he's adorable.
Yeah.
Okay.
So cute. So, no, I think they'll have a little boy as well. I
just don't see the DNA of Scott in that little boy.
Conspiracy theory. I didn't see Justin in any of these photos.
No, literally. There was no Justin in these photos. Just his body.
It could have been any man.
It could have been any Hailey.
Also true.
Yeah, there was just no...
I think they're definitely pregnant, but I'm just I didn't see Justin's full face, I will be honest.
No, I agree. We didn't see any of that, but I do think they're pregnant, and I wonder if it's kind of if it's a theme that we're going to get of we're not going to overexpose any of this. Our faces aren't even going to be involved. You get what you get. And that I respect because I do think, as I just talked about, Rain Bieber Disick, that, you know what, we do need to protect children. And that's my last thing on Rain Bieber Disick. But
now we're going to leave Rain alone.
Rain has enough going on with the Kardashians. That's why I don't feel as bad saying that because he's on TV all the time.
No, for sure. No, definitely. But yeah, no, that's true. Maybe they are. That's a good point. Maybe they are trying to pull back and they're just showing us what they want us to see and they're like, this is what you're going to get from now on.
Yeah, maybe it's maybe they're going more of Suki, Waterhouse, Rob Pat. You're just going to get what you get.
That's
I don't
fair.
think they're ever going to go that far into it because that's very London. Almost said it's very French of them. It's because I'm thinking about Paris. But yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, do you want to speak about Paris?
Oh my gosh, do I want to give them a tot update?
Yeah, an actual Taylor on tour update.
I have a friend in Paris right now, and I'm so jealous of them. So shout out Lynch. You don't listen to this podcast, but shout out for being in Paris.
Honestly.
I am so jealous of you. Tell me what to do, why don't you? Those are just my personal reminders I send to myself if you heard that. There was Taylor launched in Paris. I'm so shook about it. I can't even speak.
What does that mean?
She launched her new TTPD. Okay. Taylor's been on tour, off tour for 2 months.
Yeah.
And during that 2 months, she so jokingly wrote on her Instagram, I think yesterday, or like a thing. It was just like, we've not been doing anything these last 2 months. Welcome back to the Eras tour. Obviously she dropped a whole album. Like there's new tour merch, but the new tour set list. So we lost songs in Evermore, Folklore, and Lover. I think we lost Tolerate It, The Archer.
Fine.
I love Tolerate It. It was one of the best scenes on the tour, I will say.
Oh, I did like that too. I take that back with the table.
And yeah, I think she told such a story there. And now I think she changed that up because she's continuing to tell us the story.
Okay.
I think she wants us to connect the dots.
Wow.
So yeah.
She's asking a lot for me on this Friday morning, but I'll try.
But you know what? It comes on in like 5 hours, and I got this new laptop thing. And I can literally set my phone there and watch it at the same time I'm doing my screen stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's really fun. I'll post about it later. But yeah, the new outfits. This girl is giving us. Okay, and I think everybody knows this, but like I'm a Gaylor, and she's giving us big Gaylor flags, big signals. Now, whether or not that's true, everything's up to interpretation. I see that because I look through things through that lens, right? Like she could have just worn like a fun orangey bodysuit because that's what Lover's built off of. But she has this new bodysuit. Like you can go look it up. You can look up the colors and decipher the meaning yourself. But she looks amazing in it. And then we got the new TTPD set, which we missed the first 2 songs of it, but we turned it on Daddy, I Love Him. And I was weeping tears as she was doing the TTPD set because I haven't seen it. I felt so overstimulated in a good way. And I was just like, ha! Tanner was excited. We were all excited.
It was good. Yeah. We got to watch the live yesterday, so that's fun. If you don't watch it on TikTok, look there.
Look there.
But yeah.
And TS Tour Tips. Let's shout out our favorite person, Autumn, who her account got banned. But she went up.
This girl's account gets banned like every other week. Swear to God, if that happened to me, like if our account gets banned tomorrow, I'm not coming back. I just won't.
No, I've worked so hard. Actually, that's a good thing that we need to go save all of our videos and like that.
No, I literally will not come back.
We need to just get a little jump draft for it. But yeah, Autumn, she's amazing. Autumn's from Canada, I think. And she posts all kinds of things on TS Tour Tips. And that's kind of how we remembered to get on yesterday. It was like, Autumn posted. We have to get on the live.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Travis, speaking of Taylor, he was seen yesterday as well. Not in Paris. He was seen on the set of Ryan Murphy's Grotesque. I'm not sure how you say it. But he looked like a Ryan Murphy character. They gave him a tan. I swear they put more hair on him. Like they brought his hairline forward or something.
That's what I was confused about when you showed us his hair.
And his eyebrows were darker.
He got some beard dye. He took a note from my man.
No, he needed it.
We're always trendsetters. I mean, I saw something yesterday this girl posted. I was like, I literally posted all those photos. She went to Sir, then she went to the Pallywood Hotel, then she did this. And I was just like, such a trendsetter, and I don't even know it. Me tooting my own horn. Toot, toot. But yeah, like same thing with, we've been talking about it. I heard this tip from my sister who heard it from somebody else. And we always share that I dyed my eyebrows with men mustache dye. I'm sure Travis got on my train.
He probably did. And
he got the Rogaine for eyebrows and then castor oil and then dyed them.
He's really trying to become an actor. What is that about? Why do all celebrities feel the need, like, not even celebrities, people in, let's just say, in whoever it is. Let's think of Kim Kardashian. Take Kim. Top of her game in reality TV. She decides, I want to be an actress now. No, actually, babe, you were never meant to be an actress. I feel the same for Travis. No, babe, you were never meant to be an actor. You were meant to be a tight end. Go do what you're good at. Do that thing. You don't have to be an actor. Like, everyone's so hard up to be an actor. It doesn't make any sense to me.
No, literally. And they were hitting their marks. And he did look just like a Ryan Murphy character. And you know what I'll say? I haven't seen many Ryan Murphy characters make it out well. Emma Roberts is one of them with her DSW shoe line, which I was so sad that they sold out before I could get them.
But she's actually an actress.
But I'm talking about just like the most Ryan Murphy characters don't end up well. Like Sarah Paulson has to go away all the time for like all the darkness in the shows. And you know what I do? We just watched Delicate and loved it, but I can't imagine old Trav. Maybe he doesn't have enough brain cells to think it through though. Maybe he's just like, oh, this is fun. This is like Halloween. like he's like, Viva Halloween. Like, is that like what we're getting from Travis? I don't know. Maybe he doesn't take it.
No, I take it back. Maybe Travis is an actor.
Yeah.
He's just like he's like such. I just think he wants to make Taylor happy, honestly, and I appreciate that. Like, he's like, mommy is working, daddy has to go and be a Ryan Murphy character today.
Be a Ryan Murphy character, and that's so spot on for Ryan Murphy. Also, like, was his best friend Ross there?
I hope so. One could hope.
I mean, Ross doesn't travel without Travis. That's why his last name is Travis.
They go together. They go together. Ross and Travis.
They go together like Rima Lama Lama Lama. Carly's in Friends too.
Oh, is that what she said?
I said what I said, okay? Anyways, that's my top update. It's next level.
Next level.
There's new Eras Tour merch with Taylor. Actually, there's a theory about this. So the Eras Tour merch, actually, I have on some right now. Tanner got for her birthday. But she has those blocks of faces, you know?
Yeah.
And the Midnights one took up 3 blocks. Because it was like Midnights, Speak Now, and what was the other re-recording she did during that time? I don't know. And another re-recording. And now the, whatchamacallit, her new picture, her Torture Poets, like hair in the hands, black dog picture, takes up the middle. And that is it going to be because there's Torture Poets, Rep, and then Debut taking up the 3 blocks? Like, it's also an Easter egg. I don't know. It's all nonsense to me, but I'm having a blast watching.
True. Something else that happened over our hiatus was Vanderpump Rules season finale. We got a shorter season this season, right?
Yeah.
It was like 14 episodes, I think.
It was only 14 episodes, and it was giving series finale.
No, honestly, the last 5 minutes of the show, if that wasn't the series finale, like, producers, what are you doing? Like, my only question to producers is, if it's not the season finale, I think they missed out on a lot of ad money, because to say, like, series finale of this show, like, can you imagine, especially after the whole thing with Sandoval? So that's, like, my only thing. Like, I'm like, maybe they will come back. But it felt so much like a series finale. It felt like the ending to a good book. I had a lot of questions. I didn't know whose side I was on. Everyone had points. Everyone had dumb points. And so, I don't know. It was really good, and I would be happy if it ended there, frankly.
Yeah, I would be fine if it ended there, and I just think there's, like, better things to come. First of all, I think Ariana Madix is, like, above this show now. I've said that once. I'll say it again. I said it on podcast episode 2, and I'll probably say it on podcast episode 34 and 58. Like, we've talked about this for a while, that she's bigger than the show. I am excited for her. And, like, you know, obviously I'm sad because I love this show and I really enjoy watching these people. But, like, it's just not been as good. And what we can say is that if I was Ariana Madix, I'd be thrilled to just be hosting Love Island and living my best Instagram life and doing arrangements and making that money. Isn't that what we want for her? To let her rest? She's been working for a year.
Not only let her rest, stop with the narrative that she's lazy Tom Sandoval. And secondly...
them and producers... Such misogynistic.
I was going to say, they
pics.
painted her to be the villain of this season, and I hate that, because that's disgusting behavior. Because she's actually in her rep era, in my opinion, because she got smarter, she got harder in the nick of time. This lady was giving us legal jargon, facts. I was like, she's so smart. Like, they can't deal with her now.
Yeah, the uninformed consent.
She's beyond them, and that's why they've turned their back on her, in my opinion. She's a smart woman.
She is a smart woman, and people don't like smart women. And Delicate is literally the meta version of that, of you can't have it all. We did finally finish Delicate.
Oh,
but I won't get into that. But yeah, it's just like you can't have it all. And I was just messaging my friend Viv and was like, yeah, the misogyny of, like, you have to get your bag, and that's why Lala and Sheana really have to play along with this. So like, they have to continue making their money. And if they don't continue making their money, then, like, what is there to do? But misogyny runs this train, so you're infiltrated in a system. And Ariana says she won't be a cog in the machine. I think that was a direct quote.
On God. It was a direct quote. And I agree. I wouldn't either. Like, she doesn't need to be a cog in his redemption arc narrative, and she's not going to do that. And she shouldn't have to, frankly. If these other people want to film with him and do things with him, that's fine. But, like, she is such a cancer in that way, is in the fact that, like, once I'm done with someone, like, I will never look at them again. I will never see them again. I will never speak to them again. They get no energy from me. Nothing. And,
like, yeah, once you decide, like, I might struggle for the first couple weeks, but then I'm done with you.
No, yeah. You'll
literally
never hear from me again.
Like, ride or die. I know, overused phrase, especially by our sweet friend Heather Gay, but, like, that's exactly how I feel. Like, ride or die.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was really something. What else happened in the episode though? So let's paint a
Well,
picture.
the painted picture is that they're still in San Francisco.
Kyle, Chan, and San Fran, yeah.
Yeah, Kyle, Chan, and San Fran. That was like the funniest moment they had on the show this
Yeah.
time. Ariana's boyfriend is there. He seems like meh, but you know what? I'm glad she's happy. Okay, I don't really care about. I don't foresee this as long term, but once again, it's not my relationship. If you would have saw Mount and Tanner's relationship, you wouldn't say we could get married in 40 days. But here we are.
That's true.
But y'all don't know anything about it.
But I would say Dan's definitely a rebound.
Dan's definitely a rebound, and she likes his long hair, and I think he like lays it over her. And
I'm
like
queasy from that.
No, well, we know he washes it. We did see it clean multiple times, and that is
I
something.
didn't even know he had long hair until he pulled it down.
I got long hair. I got a pocket full of
Because
stone.
if you don't know what Dan looks like, he has his
Google
hair. Well, Google it, but he has the size of his hair shaved,
Yeah.
and then he wears a little bun on top, and it's just like it's like a mohawk bun. Yeah.
Yeah, and I wish I could do that because it's not very. I'm sure his hair is not as sweaty,
You
but
wish
like
you could do that. You want to shave the sides of your head.
if I was in the game of being hideous.
Okay, well.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just like I'm thinking about the air conditioning of this, of like, wow,
The ventilation of it.
the ventilation nation of his head,
fair.
and like I'm like, wow, that is so nice because I'm literally sweating down my back this summer.
Yeah, Dan's hair is long, and when he took it down, I did feel queasy. Lala said she liked it. I guess women like long hair.
I mean, I like long hair on you.
I know, but I swear to God, I would never have my hair long enough to pull from a ponytail that would touch my butt crack. Like, if I had hair in my crack, it's a problem.
Oh my gosh, it really is a problem when you've had hair in your crack. All the Pentecostal girlies represent. Put your skirts on, grow your hair long.
Yeah, no, hair in the crack for me is not where it's at. So yeah, Dan, I don't follow that. But yes, I agree. I think, I agree. I said it. I agree with myself.
I agree with myself. Oh shit.
Dan is a rebound. I said what I said. And anything else?
What I said.
What else is happening on the show?
What else is happening? Well, I do want to comment quickly that they are like ridiculing. Katie is telling Sheana, I don't need to hear your shit about Tom Sandoval.
Oh, right.
And I respect what Katie said. Katie said what she said. And if I'll stand by anybody...
I thought it was Ariana that said that.
No,
Sheana.
this is like building up. So Sheena's been like doing this like ploy for Tom Sandoval all thing, and he brought his person Hassan, who knows how to plug a mic into the mic jack, and he's the best sound producer in the world. No, literally. I'm like, Hassan, can you help me set up these new mics we just got? Like, seriously, bro. I know that Tom Sandoval pays you 15 cents an hour, but like...
We could maybe afford 10.
I know. I'm like, you could do 10 cents an hour for you, Hassan. But yeah, he just acts like he's doing all this for Sheana and all these things. And I'm just like, I can't get on board with this. And it's like literally for the show. And that's kind of how the show ends, is that Ariana's like, I'm not taking his apology. The whole cast wants you to sit down. And I didn't really get why Lala had commentary about needing Ariana to sit down with Tom.
Oh, everyone has turned on Lala.
I mean, yeah. Well, she's just done a lot of questionable things. And I'm like in a weird, it's layered, right?
It's very nuanced. It's very layered. It's friendships of 10 plus years. Yes.
It's friendships of 10 plus years. It's also getting your check. It's also...
Right, there's money involved, exactly.
Right, like, and then, like, morale is just different in that type of world. And I've left places before because of, like, morale.
Oh, God.
And, like, it's absolutely, like, was one of the great decisions. And so I understand why Ariana walked off. And she's like, I'm not giving him this airtime. Like, it's above my code of ethics, first of all. Like, and if he was going to say what he said... She actually
said it's above her pay grade. It's not in her contract. That's when she got legal jargony. I loved it.
Yeah, she said it doesn't feel real. And she knew the contract. She knew what she needed to say.
She read her contract.
And I love a reader. Be a reader.
Be a reader.
Just like we said the other day with Taylor Swift. If you haven't picked a book, pick up a theme.
Crack open a book. No hair down my crack, but I have cracked open a book.
So, yeah. And so everybody's mad at her. And Lala has that big blow up we've been waiting for all year of whoever's gotten broke up with and becomes God. And I think we're going to see that on the reunion. We're going to hear everybody. That's kind of what part of the reunion is them watching this last episode together.
I've heard other theories about that too, though.
Yeah, well, that's from Andy Cohen, from the mouth of Bravo.
Okay.
Andy Cohen himself.
Bravo
he said is that y'all can tell that we've set them down and had them watch it together. Now, do I think they were watching more things? Yes, but I think he's given us this piece of like, that's for sure is what's going to happen.
Okay, well, we'll watch and see.
We'll see. We've had our legs pulled by Bravo before.
We have. So you're right. They're all. This episode is just building to a confrontation between Ariana and Tom Sandoval.
And that's all they wanted is for them to like blow up and yell at each other, and you have to film because you were in how to X, or you have a film of this. And she's like, actually, I don't, because this man ruined my life.
Yeah.
And he put me in harm's way multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's probably been doing this for a long time. I do think there's bits of truth to what Lala's saying, is like they didn't show us their real relationship. But who actually shows their real relationship?
Well, Lala
ever?
didn't.
Yeah, Lala never did.
Right.
Lala never did. And by the time it was for that to happen, she was getting pregnant. She was having a baby with Randall. And then she broke up with him. And she talked about her moving out of this house the whole season. But guess what? She didn't own that house. Lala never owned her house with Randall. She was the side chick that moved in. And whether or not she knew she was the side chick from the beginning, I understand if she didn't from the beginning, but she knew what was going on once it was happening. Yep. And so literally,
give them Lala.
Give them Lala. You're giving us give them nothing.
Yeah. No, yeah, people have really taken a turn on Lala.
But I still love Lala, and hope she has the best pregnancy.
No, I do too. That's why it's hard, because I do really like Lala as well. But like, to see people kind of turn on her, and I feel like she's honestly just doing production's bidding. Like, again, she is being a cog in the machine. She is playing the actress, and like she's doing the thing, but to her detriment, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's not good for her, and she's gonna have
to have not that she won't be able to come back from it, because I think, like you just mentioned too, we'll have a lot of grace for her, A, because she's pregnant, and B, because we've seen her on our screen for so long.
Yeah, we've seen her on our screen for so long. We know what we're getting. She's giving Lauren from Utah right now. Like, she forgot like that she ever lived this life. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so wholesome. I know how to do things. And I just like, I can't stand that. Yeah. It's like hypocrisy. So we'll see what happens. But you know what? I'm quick to forgive.
Quick to forgive. So Tom Sandoval, Ariana and Sheana Sheana Marie now, I guess is what she's going by.
Sheana Marie.
She performed her song Apples. Ariana comes over after and is like, hey girl, you did so good. It was great. Love you so much. And then they kind of talk about Tom immediately. And I'm sure that was just the way it was cut. But Sheena's just like, you know, fool me once, shame on me. But Tom Sandoval has now shown up for me multiple times. And like, I have a relationship with him. And it's like getting hard for me to continue to like stay mad. Like, I can't stay in this space where I stay mad.
And to that, I would have said Sheena should have done some processing and said, let's see what it's going to be like in 3 months when we're not filming.
No, for sure.
Let's see what it looks like when there's not a camera on to show up for me. Let's see if he still wants to get coffee.
Yeah.
If he still wants to do this, if he still wants me to come to his meditation. Like, let's see that in 3 months when we're not filming. Because if that is true, then you would do it then.
And that's basically what Ariana kind of says.
If you wanted to, you will.
No, if you wanted to, you would.
And I know so much of that.
Yeah, so I just think that that's not the space for that. Like, she's never going to hear her. They're never going to hear each other on Tom Sandoval, because they had such different relationships with him, and that's fine.
And, well, yeah, keep talking and then I'll interject.
And so then what happens, Tom Sandoval walks over and he's like, Sheena, you did really great, and tries immediately to speak to Ariana, and Ariana is like, absolutely not, doesn't even look at him, picks up her phone and her drink, and scuttles away.
She said, me gotta go. And I love that. And she walks out.
Oh, yeah, she left the party completely.
That's when she goes with producers.
And she goes over to production, and she gives them the what for. What did she say to them? I forget.
She basically says, I'm not filming with him. You put me in harm's way. He was with so many people. I had uninformed consent because of all the STDs he could have been throwing at me. Honestly. And when she said uninformed consent, they shut up. Yeah. All of a sudden, Alex Baskin or whoever is running that
Jeremiah or someone.
Jeremiah from hideous. Evolution Media. Hideous. Like, all of a sudden, he, like, his mouth is closed per the cameras we saw. And it's like, you can't say stuff when you throw that legal jargon in his face. And she said what she said.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And the reality TV is the queen of spin, and she knows now how to do that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. She's like bigger than them. And it's kind of so wild. So she has nothing to do with them. She leaves the party, exits the party. They make a huge deal about it, the other cast. Lala purports herself to be actually offended.
Yes.
Like, okay. And
I'm like, for what?
For what?
Because she's not getting her money. I see it as jealousy, not offense.
Yeah, for sure. And so, something that I forgot to mention now, wait.
It's that the Tom said what he said at the end?
Oh, yes, definitely say that.
Oh, well, at the end, like, all this happens, like, Lala blows up, Katie Maloney's there for a second. I'm interested to see the rest of that clip of how when Katie was there, because she was there and then she wasn't.
Right.
When Lala blew up. And I don't know if she was there or not. I don't know if that's a holder. But he said, this was good for me. This looks good for me.
Oh, yeah.
And then they say, oh, it's the end.
producers, well, that's the end. That's a twist, too.
Mhm.
I think the episode's called, like, Plot Twist or something.
Yeah, and it was a plot twist, and I was like, okay, but it actually wasn't a plot twist because y'all been gearing up for us to not like Ariana for the last 6 episodes.
Yeah.
And Tom, this is what I also have to say. Tom didn't even want to have a redemption or a conversation with Ariana until Raquel was done with him. Until he heard from Raquel and Lisa and they called him on his BS. No, he wasn't even trying to do this. So literally a fake. It's
and
just
to
a fake.
Ariana's point, like, if he wanted to, he would. Like, he had multiple opportunities. They've been under the same roof. He could have written her a letter. She could have read it at her leisure. Like, it would have been, like, the more right thing to do. But the fact that he wanted to do it for cameras, like, he was pandering to the cameras. And she wasn't here to pander to the cameras for him, to make him feel better for his mistake.
And to fan his ego and to literally have it, she says it really well in the after show, to have it in that reality TV zeitgeist.
Yeah.
And she's like, you think I'm not doing reality show well? Guess who was reality star of the year?
Miss Ariana Madix. And speaking of her going to Love Island, they did announce, I saw like a commercial for Love Island, and it was Ariana receiving a text message, which was tea. If you heard our episode
so meta
a few
shady.
weeks ago, Sarah Hyland allegedly found out from producers or whoever that she was no longer going to be the host of Love Island.
On text message.
Via text message. And then so for Ariana to receive a text message saying, hey girl, come to the island, I was like, what?
Oh, I know. I was like, okay. Shady.
I wonder if anyone saw that. Like, we should maybe make that like a TikTok.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
But yeah. So, and then Joe was really weird to me too. I know I was nice to Joe last time, but I think I take it back.
Joe's weird, man.
Joe is weird. And
it's just a weird situation because I understand what Katie's saying. And it's the same thing that I would say to Sheana from Ariana, is that you did not sleep in the bed with him.
Right.
You were not his wife or lifelong partner. Like, Ariana on camera said that she was Tom's lifelong partner. She said in interviews, she said in everything. Like, to me, like if they were in Colorado, they would be married technically from like the whatever law.
I was talking about Katie and Joe.
I know, but I'm gonna get to that.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
What's that law? When you live together, common law.
I don't know.
Common law. And so Joe comes in and she's talking to Katie like, why do this? Why don't you like me? And it's like, I don't have to. And stop pretending like you know my relationship. You were never married to this man. You don't get to act like you know him better than me. You do not.
And it wasn't even that she was acting like she wanted her to like her. She wanted an apology from her. You don't go to someone with an apology expecting an apology. That's not an apology.
No. And forgiveness, once again, is like more for yourself than it is for the other person.
Right. So it was a very interesting episode.
It was unreal. And I was just like, you don't get that. You don't get to tell me how I feel. You don't get to tell me about sad.
You don't get to tell me about sad.
That's right. And you don't get to tell me you feel bad.
Honestly.
Katie Maloney really is Who's Afraid of Little on Me.
Yep.
I love Katie Maloney.
When her nose twitched, she was unhinged.
She was so mad. Her nose was twitching, and I was
like, oh, I'm scared. Yeah, let's talk about something else.
Okay, let's give him a little Bravo update. Andy Cohen had all these charges against him from Brandy Glanville and Leah McSweeney. Well, Andy Cohen will be a happy man today. Not only did his late night talk show Watch What Happens Live get picked up through the end of 2025.
Okay.
The numerous Real Housewives shows he produces land renewals, but he's also been cleared for a number of allegations that have been surrounding him.
Wow. Okay.
And so, yeah, his thing about alcohol abuse, drug and alcohol, which led to a failure to accommodate employees. And he was cleared. So that's great. And Andy Cohen replied saying they were completely false, what he's repped in. So I'm really happy for Andy if, like, that's all true. That's great. And I just do think that Brandy Glanville's always trying to throw a lawsuit at someone, allegedly. I mean, you can see it in real life. But, I could just see her coming to sue me. So alleged. I'm
like, we have nothing, Brandy, but come for us. Actually, don't.
No, don't come for me. Don't come for me unless I send for you. Can you more?
Yeah, so Andy's a free man. That's good. I don't really have a lot of thoughts. I am interested about his talk show being picked up through the end of 2025. Like, that lets me know things are still good. He's going to still be an executive, like, doing, like, his role at least until then.
It also lets me know that these shows that are on pause are coming back because half of what Watch What Happens Live is a funnel to, like, talk more about the shows.
Exactly.
And so, like, I do think we'll have things back. Like, I'm not sure, like, that we'll have Vanderpump back, but I think we'll have different iterations. I think that's honestly why they did The Valley. That's why they said they weren't canceling last year, because they wanted to introduce us to The Valley this year.
Yeah, of
course.
Like,
there's all those pieces. But, yeah, we'll get our new Housewives back, I think. I think we'll get some new things. Jersey just started. We haven't watched it yet. We've been so busy. We haven't watched Summer House yet. We've been so busy. We did finally catch up on last week's Summer House, so we're ready for Summer House this weekend.
And we watched Survivor, but we still have one episode to catch up on too, so we're a little behind on that as well.
Oh, and Sheena Marie did have her birthday party only with the Valley characters.
Oh, and Sheena Marie and that Brock thing with the house situation.
Oh yeah, I've known about that. So Sheena bought this house, and Harry basically like signed over the deed to her, and what she's talked about it as is like, I'm the main breadwinner, I'm the main income person, and like if something happens, I want it to fall on me.
Huh. Okay.
I don't know about that. It's wild.
Yeah, because the other thing that I got from the video that we watched was that most people who do this usually happens leading up to a divorce. Like that's typically like, and of course, like the law is for other things, and like she could be using it for that purpose, like she said. And
but like we don't
hopefully,
know.
But like 9 times out of 10, if someone's doing this, it's leading up to
a divorce. So we'll see what happens. I mean, Brock has been a payroll husband. The show is over from this moment on, from as far as we can tell.
Well, he really earned his peach with production, though.
He did earn his peach with production. Brock, we're gonna get like a Brock like building houses show from Bravo that I don't want.
Honestly, yeah, we probably will.
Yeah, I don't need to see him opening an F45 and then to an F45. Like, you know. But yeah, he definitely pandered to them, and that's what Sheena needs, though. I mean, I'm glad Sheena has somebody doing her bidding for her.
No, it's good.
So
it is good. I need to know who's in charge of Applebee's marketing.
Let's talk about that real quick. So even at the end of Vanderpump, Ariana said, let's go to Applebee's. And then we were watching Survivor last night, and Applebee's was the
Sponsored the Sanctuary.
Sponsored the Sanctuary with a big bar and grill, neighborhood bar and grill sign on it. Yeah. And I said, well, darn. They went from $1 Ritas to now they're having sponsorships. How do we get Applebee's? How do we get your people to call my people?
Applebee's. I love your you're not endless apps, but I love your apps. They're delightful.
I do love your apps. And a mozzarella stick never hurt nobody. Actually, it's probably sent multiple people in cardiac arrest, but like, what is life? What is life without some broad cheese?
Honestly, though. Yeah, so we need to know who's in charge of Applebee's marketing. Call us, though. We would love to take a part of your ESSER funds. And anything else?
You know what? Let's wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Well, thank you so much for listening to the Couples Couch podcast. We're going to be back giving you daily clickbait culture stories, information, and all the things in between. And you know what? If you're not already following us or hitting that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. You'll be so grateful that you did. And subscribe. We're also on TikTok and Instagram, where you can find us at the Couples Couch podcast. We have Facebook. We don't really use it. But anyways, follow us everywhere. Okay. Love you.
Love you.
Bye. Bye.